about the Brewers? They're looking to make a big splash in free agency as well as they pursue some big name starting pitchers like Jake Arrieta. Now, the 2015 NL Cy Young Award winner would bolster a rotation that will be without Jimmy Nelson to start the next season. Dylan, does bringing Arrieta to the Brewers put them on the same level as the Cubs, would you say?
I would say not. But hey, it's always great when you can get addition by subtraction, both. Not only do they look, if the Brewers are going to compete, what they did last year was so overachieving, and one of the biggest stories in all of baseball was great. But talent-wise, they're not on the same level as the Cubs. If you could pull Jake Arrieta and add him to your starting rotation, and not only do that, but take him away from the Cubs, well, that's just a win-win. I still don't think it quite puts the Brewers on the level of the Cubs, but it closes that gap until I expect the St. Louis Cardinals to be very, very active. That's going to be really interesting how that division shakes out. I've heard a lot of things that even though the Brewers are a small market team that we normally don't see getting involved and putting their hat in the mix for a big free agent we're hearing around $200 million, especially when it's a Scott Boras client. But I'm hearing both the Minnesota Twins and Milwaukee Brewers are two small market teams that are going to be active in the pitching department this free agent offseason. I don't know if Jake Arrieta is the answer for them. It would certainly fix a big hole in that rotation, as you mentioned, especially the real emergence of Jimmy Nelson, especially in the second half of last year. It's a shame. He's going to be out with an injury for at least the beginning of the year. Arrieta would help that.
Brewers got money to spend, too.
They do have some money to spend. They don't normally spend it, but them and the Twins, look out. They could make some splashy signings, and it would put the Brewers in the mix, especially if they overachieve again this year and play out above their skis.